Today we're going to talk about factoring a perfect square trinomial. A perfect square trinomial is a trinomial, so something with three terms, that when factored, factors into a perfect square. As a reminder, things that are perfect squares are like 5 squared is 25. So 25 is a perfect square because it's equal to 5 squared. So a squared plus 2ab plus b squared is a perfect square because a plus b quantity squared is equal to that. The two formulas we have, or you don't need a formula, you can actually factor it if you want to, and you know how to do all the factoring from the previous sections. But if we're using the formula, it's a squared plus 2ab plus b squared is equal to a plus b squared. Or a squared minus 2ab plus b squared is equal to a minus b squared. Remember, when we do a plus b squared, that's actually equal to a plus b times a plus b. So then when we multiply that out, that's a squared, a times a, plus a times b, which would be ab, plus b times a, which is again ab, plus b times b, which is b squared. Combining like terms, we have a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. That's where the formula comes in, and that's the formula what it looks like. It's this 2 comes from these two terms here. And then if it's minus here, it's minus in the factoring also. So if we want to factor completely, x squared plus 6x plus 9, you can use the AC method if you want, or you can use the formula. So using the AC method, we have 1 times 9 is equal to 9. The factors of 9 that add to 6 are 3 plus 3. That's equal to 6, so we have x squared plus 6x plus 9, and we divide the middle term into 3 and 3, so that's x squared plus 3x plus 3x plus 9. Factor by grouping. We have an x that we can factor out of the first two, and then we have x plus 3, plus we can factor 3 out of the second two, and again we have x plus 3. Combining like terms, we have x plus 3 times x plus 3, so that's x plus 3 squared. And I should have equal signs here because they are indeed all equal. Oops, that's our problem. All right, or we can try and identify the parts that we have. So we have, our formula was a squared plus 2ab plus b squared is equal to the quantity a plus b squared. And we have x squared plus 6x plus 9. So is 6x something where we can get 2 times x, because that's where our a's line up, times something else? So 6 is 2 times 3, so this can be 2 times x times 3. That's equal to 6x, and now we're in this 2ab form. And then our b ends up being 3, and sure enough, 3 squared is equal to 9. So now we have x squared plus 2x times 3 plus 3 squared. That's in this same form. So then from there we know that our a is x and our b is 3. So that's x plus 3 squared. And sure enough, they're equal. Quick check of our answer. We have x plus 3 squared is x plus 3 times x plus 3. So that's x squared plus 3x plus 3x plus 9. And then we combine like terms, and that's x squared plus 6x plus 9. Next problem, just like with all our other factoring, we need to factor out a greatest common factor first. So for all of these, we could factor out a 5, and then we have a squared plus 4a plus 4. And now we can look, can we split this part up into a squared plus 2 times a times 2, because 4 is 2 times 2. I'm always looking to take half of this number, plus, and then it turns out that 4 is 2 squared. So now when we look at the formula, the big A is going to be little a, and the big B is going to be 2. So this factors. Let's make sure we keep this 5 on the outside. This factors into 5 times a plus 2 squared. Again, if you want to factor this using the AC method or tic-tac-toe method or guess and check, go right ahead and do that. Just make sure you factor out your greatest common factor first. And now we're going to do a quick check of our answer. And we have 5 times a plus 2 squared. That's 5 times a plus 2 times a plus 2. So that's 5 times a squared plus 2a plus 2a plus 4. So that's 5 times a squared plus 4a plus 4, which is 5a squared plus 20a plus 20. So it indeed checked out. The next problem we're going to do has a fraction. And as we know, and we're starting to learn, fractions are okay. We want our formula was a squared. Now this is a minus, so we're going to use the minus formula. Minus 2ab plus b squared. And we have 1/4 x squared minus x plus 1. This is a minus b squared. Now, is there a way for us, we want something squared here, something squared here. 1 squared is actually equal to 1. So what squared equals 1/4 x squared? Turns out that's going to be 1/2 x. 1/2 x times 1/2 x is 1/4 x squared. So now we just have to figure out if this works out. If the minus x ends up being 2 times a times b. So we think our a is 1/2 x. And we need to multiply that by 2. And we need to multiply that by b, which is 1. We're saying our a is 1/2 x and our b is 1. 2 times a, which is 1/2 x, times 1. Does that turn out to be just x? Sure enough, 2 times 1/2 is 1, and 1 times x is equal to x. So this does work out. So now this factors into our a is 1/2 x. We're going to be using minus because this is a minus sign. Minus 1 squared. Check our answer. So this is our final answer. And now we're going to check. And we have 1/2 x minus 1 squared. That's 1/2 x minus 1 times 1/2 x minus 1. Multiplying that out, 1/2 x times 1/2 x is 1/4 x squared minus 1/2 x minus 1/2 x plus 1 minus 1/2, and minus 1/2 is minus 1, so that is 1/4 x squared minus x plus 1, and it indeed checks out. Now we're going to try completing the square. Completing the square means we need to fill in something here so that when we're done, we have a perfect square. You can also do this with algebra tiles. We'll cover that in class. But the algebraic way to do this is we want to fill in a number here so that this whole thing is something squared. Remember, we have those formulas over here that we had a squared, this is a subtraction sign, so we're going to use subtraction, minus 2ab plus b squared equals a minus b quantity squared. So this, we have x squared minus 6x plus something, and we want that to be something squared. Notice this matches up here. So we have a squared is x squared, so a is x. So this 6, off to the side, we'll put it over here. 6 is going to end up having to be 2 times something to get our b. Well, 6 is equal to 2 times 3. So looking at that, we have x squared minus 2 times x times 3 plus something. That something is b squared. B squared is 3 squared, so this is 9, and that ends up factoring into x plus minus, because that's a minus, 3 squared. So to complete the square, we have x squared minus 6x plus 9. That 9 is what's completing our square, and that's then x minus 3 quantity squared. Let's try another one. We have y squared plus 8y plus something, and we want that to be something squared. We know our formula is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So looking at this, 8 is 2 times 4, so our b is going to be equal to 4. So b squared is what goes here, so that's 16. And then we have y squared plus 8y plus 16, and that factors into y plus 4 quantity squared. You can always check your answer with these, just like you have been. Y plus 4 times y plus 4, that's y squared plus 4y plus 4y plus 16, that's y squared plus 8y plus 16. So our 16 here is what's completing our square. Just because this number is not even doesn't mean we can't still complete the square. So we have addition again. We have, let's go back to blue because that's how we've been doing it. We want to be able to have that equal to something squared. So we have a squared plus 2ab plus b squared is equal to a plus b squared. And right now we have little a squared plus 7a plus something. Well, our a squared and little a squared are the same, so our a and a are going to be the same. So we want 7 to be equal to 2b, so b is going to have to be 7 halves. And fractions are okay. So this we can convert to a squared plus 2a times 7 halves. 2 times 7 halves is 7, plus, now we need to do 7 halves squared. Off to the side, we're going to do 7 halves squared is 7 times 7 is 49, 2 times 2 is 4. So to complete the square, we need 49 over 4 here, and then our b was 7 halves, so that's going to be a plus 7 halves squared. So again, just because this isn't even doesn't mean that we can't complete the square. We can even complete the square if it's a fraction. So really all we're looking for is what this 3/5 has got to be 2 times something. So if we divide both sides by 2, we have this, we can even call it star. Star is going to be 3/5 times 1/2. So that's 3/10. That means in our formula, a squared minus 2ab plus b squared equals a minus b squared. Writing everything down, we have b squared minus 2 times little b times 3/10 plus 3/10 squared. That's going to be equal to, our big A is equal to little b minus 3/10 squared. 3/10 squared is 9 over 100, and that then factors into b minus 3/10 squared. So just because it's a fraction doesn't mean you can't do it. You can always check your answer by this. The 9 over 100 is what completes the square. That's it for today. See you tomorrow.